Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're discussing a topic that impacts so many lives: depression. We're not just going to talk about the basics. We're exploring the specific types of people who are more vulnerable to depression. This is an essential video, so make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're not already part of our community. Plus, make sure to check out the invaluable resources we've gathered for you in the video description. You certainly don't want to miss those. Now, let's get started on this eye-opening discussion together. Have you ever wondered why some individuals seem more susceptible to depression than others? Well, it's not just a simple answer. Genetics, life experiences, and even personality traits play a pivotal role. First on our list are the highly sensitive individuals. They're like emotional sponges, absorbing the world's emotions and stimuli with great intensity. This can often leave them vulnerable to the depths of depression. Highly sensitive people have a unique neurological trait that makes them more aware of subtleties in their surroundings. They often notice things that others may miss, such as a change in someone's tone of voice or the emotional atmosphere in a room. This heightened sensitivity extends to their emotional experiences as well. HSPs often feel emotions more intensely, which can be both a blessing and a challenge. One key factor contributing to the susceptibility of depression in highly sensitive individuals is their deep emotional processing. When they encounter negative emotions or stressful situations, they tend to process these experiences more thoroughly. While this can lead to greater insight and empathy, it can also make them more susceptible to emotional exhaustion and burnout, which are common precursors to depression. Furthermore, they often struggle with setting boundaries. Their desire to please and help others can lead to a tendency to neglect their own emotional well-being and prioritize others' needs over their own. Over time, this self-neglect can significantly increase their risk of depression. Highly sensitive individuals need to learn to harness their sensitivity as a strength, allowing them to engage in self-care and establish healthy boundaries in their relationships and daily lives. It's worth noting that being highly sensitive is not a flaw, but rather a unique way of experiencing the world. With the right coping strategies such as stress management and self-compassion, highly sensitive individuals can thrive and navigate their emotions effectively, reducing the risk of depression while embracing their special gifts. Genetics play a significant role in the susceptibility to depression. Scientific research has shown that individuals with a family history of it are more likely to experience it themselves. This is due to the complex interplay of genes that influence brain chemistry, which in turn affects mood regulation. However, genetics alone do not determine one's destiny with depression. Environmental factors, such as life experiences, also play a pivotal role. A person's upbringing and exposure to adversity can significantly impact their vulnerability to depression. Traumatic experiences, neglect, or a lack of emotional support during crucial developmental stages can increase the risk of depression later in life. Understanding this interplay between genetics and environment is essential for identifying and managing depression risk. It highlights the importance of early intervention, especially for individuals with a family history of depression. By recognizing the genetic predisposition and providing a supportive and nurturing environment, we can mitigate the risk of depression in susceptible individuals. Additionally, research suggests that epigenetics, the study of changes in gene expression, can influence depression. Environmental factors like stress can affect gene expression and contribute to the development of depressive symptoms, further underscoring the complex interaction between genetics and environment. Moving on, let's talk about the perfectionists. While their pursuit of excellence can lead to remarkable achievements, it can also pave the way to depression. Perfectionists often set impossibly high standards for themselves and struggle to cope when things don't go as planned. This constant self-imposed pressure can be a breeding ground for depressive episodes. Perfectionism is a complex trait characterized by the relentless pursuit of flawlessness and the fear of making mistakes. Perfectionists often set exceptionally high standards for themselves in various aspects of life, including work, relationships, and personal achievements. While this drive for excellence can lead to remarkable accomplishments, it often comes at a price. One facet of this is self-oriented perfectionism, where individuals set unattainable standards for themselves. They demand perfection in every task and endeavor, leading to chronic self-criticism. When perfectionists inevitably fall short of their lofty goals, they experience intense feelings of inadequacy, guilt, and self-doubt. This self-criticism and fear of failure are fertile grounds for depression to take root. Another dimension of this is what's called other-oriented perfectionism, where individuals expect those around them to be perfect. This unrealistic expectation of others can lead to relationship strain, as perfectionists may struggle with disappointment and frustration when their expectations aren't met. These interpersonal challenges can contribute to depressive symptoms as well. Perfectionists often find themselves in a paradoxical situation. They set exceptionally high goals, which can motivate them to accomplish great things, but they also tend to be overly self-critical. When they inevitably fall short of their lofty standards, they experience feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. This self-criticism and fear of failure are fertile grounds for depression to take root. The key to managing depression in perfectionists lies in helping them reframe their mindset and embrace a healthier, more forgiving approach to their goals. Encouraging self-compassion and focusing on progress rather than perfection can be transformative in preventing and managing depression in individuals with perfectionistic tendencies. They can benefit greatly from developing coping strategies to counteract their natural tendencies. Cognitive behavioral therapy is a highly effective approach for individuals struggling with perfectionism. It helps them identify and challenge irrational beliefs and thought patterns that contribute to their perfectionistic behaviors. Mindfulness techniques can also be incredibly valuable for perfectionists. Learning to be present in the moment and accept imperfections can reduce the stress and anxiety that often fuel depression in these individuals. This shift toward mindfulness allows them to appreciate their achievements without being overly critical. In addition, building a support system that includes friends and family can provide a safe space for them to express their feelings and anxieties. Recognizing that they are not alone in their struggles and that seeking help is a strength, not a weakness, can be a vital step in managing and even overcoming depression. Another intriguing group to consider are the overthinkers. They possess remarkable analytical minds, but their tendency to ruminate excessively on past mistakes and future uncertainties can push them down the path of depression. Constantly replaying negative scenarios in their heads can be mentally exhausting. Overthinking often leads to anxiety, and when left unchecked, it can escalate into depression. Now, let's delve into the realm of introverts. While introverts are known for their reflective and introspective natures, their solitary tendencies can sometimes backfire. Loneliness and social isolation can contribute to depression, even in the most introverted individuals. Introverts tend to need time alone to recharge, but excessive isolation can lead to feelings of loneliness and, in turn, depression. On the flip side, extroverts aren't immune to depression either. The relentless pursuit of social interaction can sometimes be a facade to mask their inner struggles. When the party ends, the quiet moments can become overwhelming for them, leading to depression. Extroverts may use socializing as a coping mechanism, but it doesn't always address the underlying emotional issues. Moving forward, consider the creative souls among us. Artists, writers, and musicians often possess an innate sensitivity that drives their creativity. However, this sensitivity can make them more susceptible to depression, as they experience the world's highs and lows on a profound level. Creativity often goes hand in hand with intense emotions, and those emotions can sometimes lead to depression in artists and creatives. For our next group, we look at the caregivers. These individuals, often found in the healthcare or caregiving professions, dedicate their lives to helping others. While their compassion is admirable, the emotional toll of caring for others can lead to compassion fatigue and, in turn, depression. Caregivers often prioritize the needs of others over their own. We can't ignore the role of trauma survivors either. People who face traumatic events in their lives are at a higher risk for depression. The echoes of past trauma can reverberate throughout their lives, causing ongoing emotional distress. Trauma survivors often struggle with the psychological aftermath of traumatic experiences, leading to a higher likelihood of depression. Let's not forget about the role of societal and environmental factors. Economic disparities, discrimination, and lack of access to mental health care can all contribute to depression, affecting individuals regardless of their personality or predisposition. Socioeconomic factors and systemic issues can create significant stressors, ultimately increasing the risk of depression in vulnerable populations. Overall, it's essential to remember that depression doesn't discriminate. It can affect anyone from any walk of life. Understanding the types of people who may be more prone to depression is just one piece of the puzzle. Compassion, awareness, and destigmatizing mental health struggles are essential steps towards helping those in need. By recognizing the diverse factors that contribute to it, we can better support and uplift those who are battling this silent adversary. Remember, there is hope, and you're never alone in your journey to overcome depression. Knowledge is power, and the more we understand, the better equipped we are to create a world where depression is understood and treated with compassion. Thank you for watching this video today. If you found this exploration intriguing, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more thought-provoking content on the mysteries of the human mind. Together, we can work towards a world where depression is better understood and support is readily available. Stay strong and keep seeking the light in the darkest of moments. Until next time, take care.